There is an animal living inside the skin of your face right now that has no anus. It eats your oil, it eats your dead skin cells, but it has no way to poop. So, for its entire life, it just swells up. It becomes a walking trash bag, storing weeks of feces and bacteria inside its own belly. It carries this toxic waste while it crawls across your nose. It carries it while it sleeps in your pores. And when it finally dies, it doesn't fall off. It dissolves inside you. It explodes its entire life's worth of waste directly into your bloodstream. This isn't a rare disease. It is happening on your cheek, your chin, and your eyelashes right now. Do not scratch that itch. You are only helping them burrow deeper. Welcome to the Dark Phylum. We spend our lives afraid of what is hiding in the dark. We check under the bed, we lock the doors, but we never suspect the monsters that are already inside the house. If you took a piece of clear tape, pressed it against your forehead, and put it under an electron microscope, you would see a civilization. Meet the Demodex, the face mite. They are microscopic arachnids, cousins of the spider and the scorpion, and you are their planet. You are their food source, their shelter, and their graveyard. Today, we're zooming in. We're going to expose the secret life of the monsters that treat your face like a luxury hotel. Let's look at the specimen, Demodex folliculorum. They are about 1/3 of a millimeter long, invisible to the naked eye, but monsters under the lens. They are translucent, sausage-like worms with 8 short, segmented legs near their heads. But look closely at the feet. They have claws, sharp, pincher-like hooks designed for one purpose: traction. To a mite, your face is not smooth. It is a rugged landscape of mountains and valleys. Your hair follicles are slippery. Without those claws, they would be washed away every time you showered. But they don't wash away. You can scrub with soap. You can use expensive exfoliators. It doesn't matter. They bury themselves head first into the root of your hair, locking their claws into the follicle walls. To them, your face wash is just a gentle rain. They stay there, head down, dredging through the sebum, the natural oil your skin produces. They are literally drinking your face. And the more grease you produce, the happier they are. Here is the part that will keep you awake tonight. During the day, Demodex are photophobic. They hate light. They stay buried deep in your pores to avoid the sun. But when you turn off the lights, when you lay your head on the pillow, they wake up. Your face becomes a nightclub. They use those 8 legs to crawl out of the follicle. They trek across the vast plains of your forehead. They climb the mountains of your nose bridge. They can move about 16 centimeters per hour. To a microscopic creature, that is a sprint. And they are looking for one thing: a mate. Male mites wander the surface of your skin, searching for a female. They reproduce right there, on your cheek, potentially while hovering over your lip. After the deed is done, the female crawls back inside your pore. She burrows deep, past the oil gland, safe from the outside world, and there she lays her eggs. In 3 days they hatch. In 7 days they are adults. And the cycle begins again. Your pores are not just holes in your skin. They are nurseries for nightmares. Let's go back to that no anus problem, because this is where the body horror gets real. Most animals have a digestive system that flows one way: in, out. Demodex has a dead end. They spend their entire 2-week lifespan gorging themselves on your oils. They consume hormones, fluids, and dead skin cells. But because they lack an excretion point, their bodies just get bigger. They become bloated sacks of metabolic waste. When they die, they don't leave your body. They decompose right there in the follicle. Imagine a balloon filled with bacteria popping inside your skin. This releases a lifetime of waste and bacteria, called Bacillus oleronius, directly into your tissue. Your immune system panics. It sends white blood cells to attack the waste. The result? Inflammation, redness, pustules. This is what we call rosacea. That random breakout you got this morning, that red spot on your nose, it might not be stress. It might be a mass grave. It might be the aftermath of 1 million mites exploding in your skin. If surface mites aren't bad enough, meet their darker cousin, Demodex brevis. These guys don't like the hair, they like the deep dark caverns of the meibomian glands. Pull your eyelid down, look at the pink rim. Inside that tissue are glands that produce oil to keep your eyes moist. That is where brevis lives. They tunnel deep into the tissue of your eyelids. They feed on the oils meant for your eyes. When they overpopulate, they block the glands. If you've ever had a sty or dry eyes or itchy eyelids, that isn't just an itch. That is the feeling of tiny legs scratching at the sensitive tissue of your eyeball. That is the feeling of a colony fighting for space inside your eyelid. Sometimes if you pull out an eyelash and see a tiny white glob at the root, look closely. That might not be skin. That might be a cluster of mite tails frantically wiggling because you just ripped them out of their home. So where did they come from? Did you catch them from a dirty pillow? A pet dog? No, the horror is much more intimate. You were born pristine. A newborn baby has 0 mites. Their skin is a blank canvas. You got them from the people who loved you the most. Breastfeeding, cuddling, goodnight kisses. Mites crawl from mother to child, from father to son. It's a slow colonization. By the time you are 18, roughly 70% of people are colonized. By the time you are 60, it is 100%. Every human adult on Earth is carrying them. They are a family heirloom you cannot refuse. We have carried them for 20,000 years. DNA analysis of your mites can actually track your ancestry. The mites on a person from Europe are genetically different from the mites on a person from Asia. We have co-evolved. We are their universe, and in a way, they own us. So what can you do? You can buy tea tree oil. You can use intense cleansers. You can kill the current generation. The eggs are deep. They will hatch. They will return. Scientists are still debating if they are true parasites or commensals, harmless hitchhikers that actually help clean our pores. Maybe we need them. Maybe they are the janitors of the human face. But tonight, when you turn off the lights and you feel that tiny phantom itch on your nose, just remember, it's not an itch, it's a footstep. The idea of bugs crawling on your face is bad, but at least they stay on the surface. There are creatures in nature where the babies don't just sit on the skin, they burst out of it. If you have trypophobia, the fear of holes, you might want to prepare yourself. Click here to watch why it sucks to be born as a Suriname toad. It makes the face mites look cute.